Hey guys, and welcome to the final episode of Season 3 here in the Glory Hunter, our second season with Roma. In today's episode we will be taking on Inter Milan in the Coppa Italia final. Obviously a competition that we have already won, so there's not as much pressure riding on this. We've already ticked it off, it's already lit up, but it's another final and another one that I want to win massively, so we're going to jump into this, going to hope to get the trophy lifted once again for Pellegrini and the rest of the boys, and then we'll have a full season roundup. Now, at this point, you will already have seen how the season ended, but because of the scheduling, I've still got 2 league games left to play, so I don't know if we've won the league yet. It looks as if we are going to. The likelihood is we will have already wrapped up the league. This is the final game, season roundup, and then we'll look at potentially where we could be moving in our next move in this journeyman glory hunter chessboard. Obviously, we've got Germany, England, and France left to go to, so 2 nations nearly complete. I'm not going to say that they are just yet because we've not quite crossed off the Serie A title in Italy. But anyway, enough chat. Let's just jump into this game. It's Inter Milan. I think the game's at the Olimpico, so we're technically at home. Let's jump into this and get another trophy lifted. Here we go then. It's the Coppa Italia final once again. We're not playing at the Olimpico. We're at a neutral ground. And it's us in the final again. This time we face Inter Milan, trying to retain our trophy. You can see both routes to the final. Inter made it through a Milan derby in the semi-finals, whilst we overcame Juventus pretty comfortably in the end. Alright then, here is the Inter Milan team. Back 3 for them: Onana, Christensen, Ayer and Garcia, with Casemiro holding. Mateus Cunha on the left with Chukwueze on the right. Barella and Brandt as the 2 midfielders, and Lautaro Martinez and Roberto Firmino up top. For us, Carnesecchi, the cup keeper, in goal. Our formation always goes weird. This isn't quite the way we're lined up. It's obviously Zalewski at left wing back in a back 5, but it's pretty self-explanatory. Here we go then. Coppa Italia final for the 2nd year in a row. Different opponents this time. We're hoping for the same outcome. Good build-up from Inter Milan this. Lautaro Martinez, who I'm going to say now hasn't really given us too many issues during our time in Italy, but that could all change today. Casemiro wins the header. That's what he's in there to do, just sit in front of that back 3 and mop everything up. Here's Firmino, wins the corner off Scalvini. There's Chukwueze into Firmino, over the top for Cunha. Not him, not our former player. We've had enough heartbreak at Atletico Madrid this year. His shot is parried behind by Carnesecchi, but Cunha gets inside here. Oh, what is going on there, boys? Deal with it. Oh, my God. Oh, and it's fucking Martinez as well. Why did I open my mouth earlier on in the video saying he hadn't caused us issues? What is Carnesecchi doing there? I put him in today. I had faith in him. And him and Hanko, what is going on there? He's just got to come and claim it. We're going to have to come from behind. Oh, that's a poor challenge. Oh, that is a terrible advantage, ref. That should be a fucking red card. Casemiro gets the yellow. Tammy. Oh, quick 1-2. Abraham, 1-1. And we are back on level terms, just like that. Tammy the man again. Was trying to pick up the ball, but a simple little 1-2. Tammy gets in that left channel. How many times have we seen that? Across the keeper it goes. And into the far corner. And we are level, and it only took us 7 minutes. Come on, this is our trophy. We're not going to give it up. Oh, that could be a red. That's a terrible challenge on Pellegrini. What colour is the card? It's a yellow. For me, I think Inter could have had 2 players sent off in this one, especially that from Martinez. Oh, straight through the back of the captain. And there is the half-time whistle. It's 1-1 here. In the Coppa Italia final, I think we were 1-up last year at half-time. This time we're level, and we've got our work cut out in the second half. It's been quite a tight game, and to be honest, this could go either way. Here's Firmino, Martinez. Oh, he's got it back to Bobby Dazzler, and he fires it home. And Firmino's still got it. He's been a trouble for us in this save. Was doing it at Bayer Leverkusen and now at Inter Milan, and again we find ourselves behind. I thought I was going to win it here when I stepped out with Scalvini, and he rides the challenge and just drills it home past Carnesecchi. More work to be done if we're to get back into this. And with that goal, I'm feeling less and less confident that we're going to retain this. Here goes Martins, though, straight from kickoff. Martins, oh, he should score. And Nana pushes it wide as Inter make the first change. Pellegrini's ball in and will be cleared by Lo Celso. Scalvini gets a foot in. Somehow we've managed to play our way out of that. Brilliant build up this. Cristante. Hold your run, Tammy. Ah, he just didn't give me an angle there, Tammy. Given away to Martins. Now Pellegrini. Casemiro comes to confront him. And Tammy's given it away. And Mateus Cunha's in behind here. Karsdorp does well to get back initially. Martinez fires the shot in. Carnesecchi puts it behind, but we are running out of time. Hanko does well. We're sending bodies forward here. Zaniolo hits it. Nonto can't get the shot away, and I don't think it's going to be our day here. It's got to be now. Pellegrini. Spinazzola on the left. Wins the corner, and this really is it. It has to be now. Dybala's ball in. Scalvini's up. It's going to be another corner. No, it's all over. And it's Inter Milan's trophy. And that is gutting. As I say, it's already ticked off, so in terms of the series, it doesn't make a huge amount of difference. But it is gutting to lose the first final that we've played in. Fair play to Inter Milan, they were decent for it in this game. We had chances, but we didn't take them. And it's the great vet Casemiro to lift the trophy for Inter, as the Coppa Italia will be heading back to Milan. And our reign as Coppa Italia champions comes to an end. Well, you can see from the stats here, only 0.6 XG for Inter, but they took their chances that they got. They defended pretty well, and we couldn't make our chances pay. I feel like we should have won that, but that's just football sometimes. Anyway, we will move on to the season roundup, where we'll have a look at the squad, the player statistics, and a couple of other competitions from around Europe. Right then guys, I think it's time for our little season roundup to close out our time here with Roma. Obviously disappointing defeat in the Coppa Italia final to Inter Milan, but not the end of the world, we had already won it, so a little bit disappointing to lose it in the final, but c'est la vie, that is football. The main one that we wanted this year was the Serie A. We ended up winning it by 5 points ahead of AC Milan, who obviously won it last year. They pushed us all the way, but they couldn't quite stop us running away with it. Only the 2 defeats, and funnily enough both against the same team, Sassuolo down in 8th, our complete bogey team during our time here in Rome. 101 goals scored is fantastic, and only 22 conceded. So yeah, that's another trophy ticked off, lit up in the trophy room. We'll have a look at the European competitions to see who won them. So Red Bull Salzburg of Austria beating Atalanta in the final. Interesting one there. The Conference League gets crazy later on in career mode saves. The Europa League was won by Monaco over West Ham. So Monaco, a potential team that we could end up at. Obviously having not been in France yet, they will be in the Champions League next year. And the main one, the Champions League, was won by RB Leipzig over Bayern Munich. Now that is interesting. An all-German affair. Atleti went out on penalties to Bayern, whilst Leipzig overcame Spurs in the semi-finals, and they beat Bayern in the final. So Germany, another place that we could end up come the end of the season, depending on what jobs are available. So next up, just a quick look at the final team in its lineup here. And then we'll look through the squad hub. I have promoted quite a few youth players, so we've got a lot of youngsters in this in the squad now. But let's go over to the squad hub, have a quick look through, and we'll just discuss a few players from this season. Edouard Mendy was fantastic for us between the sticks. 49 games played in all competitions, 25 clean sheets, 19 in the league. So kept a clean sheet every other game for us and was brilliant between the sticks. Great signing in the summer. Destiny at left wing back really spread the game time out between him and Spinazzola this year, with Nicola not getting as much game time. He was decent, Destiny. He's grown by 2 again, so up to 83, still only 22 years of age. 38 appearances, 31 in the league, so nearly appeared in all of them. Spinazzola as well, 37 appearances for him, 24 in the league. 1 goal, 6 assists, so got more goal involvements from the veteran Spinazzola on that left-hand side. Our central defenders were all brilliant this year. Ibanez on that right-hand side, Varane in the middle, and where is he? Inacio, who obviously went down injured, as our main 3 were absolutely fantastic as our starting 3. But everyone kind of played their part. Herrera did really well, grew 5 ratings, got quite a few minutes this season. Mukiele was great cover. Hanko didn't play a huge amount, but I quite enjoyed him when we played. And Scalvini also did pretty well in the limited minutes that he did get. I actually got on with him this year. Molina obviously came in from our former team, Atletico Madrid, to play on the right, and as ever, he was fantastic. 10 goal involvements from right wing back this season, 3 goals and 7 assists, with an average rating of 7.22 is brilliant for a right wing back. Karsdorp also did decent in limited minutes this year, but good backup to Molina. Brian Cristante, our vice captain, did really well in the midfield next to the captain Lorenzo Pellegrini, and those two were just absolutely fantastic. I love them in the midfield. Great balance with Cristante and Pellegrini in attack and defence. So really happy with him again. 30 years of age now, so getting on a little bit, but one of the OGs from when we took over. Nicola, as I say, did okay in limited minutes. Only 15 appearances in all competitions, but got 6 goal involvements from that, all from that wing back position, and grew 2 ratings as well. So pretty impressed with him. He was just unfortunate that Destiny and Leonardo were so good ahead of him. Our midfield options were all really class as well. Great cover for Pellegrini and Cristante. Pabega's now up to 84 Ravella to 83. Both featured quite a lot. No goal involvements for Ravella, interestingly, but Pobega with 6 goals and 5 assists in all competitions. Did really well when he started in that midfield spot, and really enjoyed him. Up to 84, only 25 years of age as well. Lorenzo, the captain, grew by 1, 8 goals and 10 assists from that left centre mid spot. Absolutely love Lorenzo Pellegrini. Probably won't use him again in the save, but he was absolutely fantastic in that midfield next to Cristante, like I say. We had a lot of players who played in that sort of attacking midfield role, so Zaniolo, 13 goals and 10 assists, very good return for him. Volpato, limited minutes this year, but 4 goals and 4 assists in 17, most of them coming from the bench, is pretty impressive. Messi unfortunately declined by 4 ratings down to 82. Played quite a lot this year, again a lot of them off the bench, but 5 goals and 8 assists in 33 is pretty good for a 37-year-old. Martins, another one of those who sort of played in behind the front two. 41 appearances for him, 14 goals and 12 assists, so lots of goal involvement. If he wasn't scoring them, he was setting them up, and he was really, really good for us this year. But the main two, Paulo Dybala, as I've kind of mentioned this season, his goal scoring dried up a bit compared to last year, but 21 assists with 18 of them coming in the league. Still cropped up with 16 goals as well, which is, I'm making it sound like he had a poor season. That is pretty phenomenal. 37 goal involvements for him in 41 games is impressive, but the main man this year, where is he? Tammy Abraham, 40 goals in all comps with 14 assists as well, so 54 goal involvements in 46 games. 7.4 average rating. He really stepped up his game this year. I didn't really get on with him at the start of last year when we first came in, but really stepped up, and he was by far my player of the season. Quick little shout out to Nonto as well, up to a 79 rated player now, still only 21 years old, and 11 goals and 12 assists in 39 appearances, again probably mostly off the bench. He was phenomenal and such a good option with that raw pace that he's got. So dangerous off the bench, Nonto. Really enjoyed using him. Obviously, we've got Thiago Silva retiring at the end of the season. Where's his pace? 29 acceleration and 39 sprint speed. Down by 2 ratings, but the times that he did play this year, he actually did all right. 11 games played. We kept 3 clean sheets in those appearances. And yeah, an absolute legend of the game. 40 years of age now and moving on to retirement come the end of the season. The other man leaving us come the end of the season will be Stefan El Shaarawy, an absolute legend of the game. If you've played FIFA for kind of over 10 years or so, you'll know about this guy. He's joining Auxerre in France. Didn't play a huge amount this year, only the 10 appearances, 2 goals, no assists, but didn't decline at all at the age of 32, and I still actually really enjoyed using him. So that'll kind of round it up for the squad hub section. I think what I'm going to do is go and take a look at the individual player stats before looking around the leagues at where the other teams finished. So as expected, Tammy Abraham did pick up the golden boot. 5 ahead of Rafa Leao, 31 goals in 36 league appearances. We also had Dybala in there with 16 goals. Anyone else sneak in? No, that was it. Fabinho with 10 goals for Napoli. Bloody hell. Dybala did win the assist title in the Serie A this year with 18 assists. Tammy just behind him in second with 13. And also Pellegrini made it into double digits as well. We had a lot of players in this lineup with the amount of goals that we scored. And clean sheets, Edouard Mendy with the golden glove ahead of Onana. You can see the 3 best keepers in the league for the 3 best teams this year. Edouard Mendy, 19 clean sheets and 38. As we've mentioned, it's a clean sheet every other game. Fantastic record for him. In the Coppa Italia, Edouard was the top scorer with 4 for Torino. Messi and Martins both had 3 for us, but it was Roberto Firmino who won it for Inter in the final. Nonto by far with the most assists in that competition, 5 in 5 games, and Mike with the most clean sheets for AC Milan. In the Champions League, it was the robot Erling Haaland who finished as the top scorer. We didn't do particularly well in this competition. Tammy had 5 in 6, which is pretty good, but obviously we got knocked out by our former team, Atletico Madrid. Gomez of Sevilla with the most assists, with De Bruyne in second. Good to see Joao Felix in there. And clean sheets, it was actually Edouard Mendy with 6 clean sheets in 10 matches. Wins the Golden Glove in the Champions League as well, despite being knocked out in the quarterfinals. Brilliant season for Mendy. So then, guys, we'll have a quick look around the other leagues, starting off with England. Manchester City, wow, won it on goal difference over their Manchester rivals United. West Ham sneak into the Europa League in 5th. Arsenal down in 9th, though. Could be an interesting rebuild, that. If we decide to move to England. Chelsea and Liverpool making up the top 4. In Lyon, PSG, as expected, first place, but Monaco, the winners of the Europa League, finish in 2nd, but still 10 points behind PSG, with Olympique Marseille and Olympique Lyonnais making up the top 4. Good to see those 2 teams back in the big time. In the Bundesliga, the final league that we haven't been to yet, it was Bayern Munich as expected. So those teams still winning their domestic leagues as expected. Leipzig in 2nd, Leverkusen 3rd, with Dortmund in 4th making up the top 4. And in Spain, it was Real Madrid and Barcelona at the top. Atleti not quite up to it without me at the helm anymore. 3rd place finish for them. 1 point separating Real Madrid and Barcelona, but it was the Galacticos who ended up securing another league title over in Spain. But of course, for us, it is the Serie A wrapped up. So on to a new project in the summer. I've just checked the browse jobs section and there's actually no jobs available, which is really, really frustrating. So we may have to do some jiggery pokery to try and get a job in the summer. But that will do it for today's video, guys. I hope you have enjoyed our stint in Italy with Roma. I love the Italian league on FIFA. I think it's so competitive. So really enjoyed the 2 years we had here. It will either be France, Germany or England next, so hopefully we can get a job over the summer, and the next episode where you will find out which club we have moved to will be out very soon. Peace.